Most people think you need a massive desk full of gear to get a decent recording, but this little box proves that idea wrong. It is essentially a Swiss Army knife for musicians who want to capture ideas without being tethered to a computer screen. When you first pick it up, it feels surprisingly light, almost like a toy, but don't let that fool you. The build is sturdy enough to toss into a backpack, which is exactly where it belongs if you are the type of person who gets song ideas while sitting on a park bench or hanging out in a rehearsal space. What really makes this thing stand out is how it manages to be 3 different tools at once. You have your multi-track recorder, a solid audio interface for your computer, and a control surface all rolled into one. It handles up to 8 tracks of simultaneous recording, which is plenty for a small band or a solo artist layering instruments. The fact that it records directly to an SD card is a huge relief, because it means you can leave the laptop at home entirely. You just pop in a card, hit record, and you are capturing 24-bit audio that sounds crisp and clean. Now here is the thing about those built-in stereo condenser microphones. They are surprisingly capable. If you are just trying to get a quick demo of an acoustic guitar or a vocal melody, they save you the trouble of setting up external mics and cables. They aren't going to replace a high-end studio setup, but for capturing a moment of inspiration before it slips away, they are perfect. The interface itself is pretty intuitive, though it does take a little bit of time to get used to the menu navigation. It is not a touchscreen, so you are doing a lot of clicking and scrolling, which can feel a bit old school in a world of tablets and apps. Honestly, that tactile experience is part of the charm. There is something satisfying about having physical faders to push around when you are mixing down a track. It feels like you are actually crafting the sound, rather than just dragging a mouse across a screen. One thing to keep in mind is that the screen is quite small. If you are working in a dimly lit room, you might find yourself squinting a bit to see your track levels or settings. It is a minor annoyance, but it is there. Also, while it supports 32 GB cards, which is plenty for most projects, you will want to make sure you have a reliable card to avoid any hiccups during a long session. The Rhythm Machine and Pad Sampler are fun additions, too. They aren't the most advanced drum machines on the market, but they are great for laying down a quick beat to keep your timing steady while you track your parts. It is a reliable, no-nonsense piece of gear that does exactly what it promises without trying to be overly complicated. If you are looking for a way to get away from the computer and just focus on making music, this is a fantastic way to do it. It is not perfect, and the interface takes a little patience, but for the price and the sheer utility, it is hard to beat. It is a solid, dependable companion for any songwriter who values portability over everything else.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.